Hey everybody, welcome back to Wild Roots. Today, Kai and I are blowing out duck eggs to make Easter egg ornaments to hang on a tree that we have outside. And we're going to make an Easter tree, which is, I guess, an old German tradition. And I'm just trying to find fun ways to bring different or old traditions back into the holidays. Bringing us back to our roots.
We can't put all of them on.
No, just 4. So we have gloves for food coloring after. Yeah, so teaching about the symbol of the egg, about how it symbolizes fertility, new life, about all the little seedlings that are coming up in the spring, all the new green sprouts, and about planting seeds for real plants and planting seeds for intentions. Life with a 3-year-old.
I'm getting the food coloring.
Okay, buddy, we're not quite ready for the food coloring yet.
I'm getting some.
Anyhow, yeah, welcome, enjoy. So I'll take you through the process on how to blow out the eggs and how to make them into ornaments. So start with a big fat needle and poke a hole on one end of the egg. I like to make a nice big hole so that it's less work when you're blowing the yolk and the whites out. Work it around a little bit and then turn your egg around and poke a hole on the other side. And do the same thing, make a nice big hole so that both sides are easy to blow out. Check it out, holes, and then I like to break up the yolk on the inside by poking the needle in a few times. There you go. Oh, it's almost ready. Here comes the yolk. Good job, bud. I'm impressed. Is it done?
Not yet.
Not done yet? So we use some gel food coloring in a little bit of water and put it into some glass containers, some small glass containers. It's really handy to have a wet cloth nearby, and we wore gloves because I didn't want a hand stained in the food coloring. And then we just dunked our eggs in and worked them around. We found that the more we put our eggs into the food coloring, the more we rolled it around, the darker it got. So we're using the little containers of gel food coloring, but I actually prefer the ones that you can squirt out more. They're just way easier to use, less messy. I'd actually recommend putting down like an old tablecloth or a crafting tablecloth that you might have on hand, because it gets a little bit messy doing this, especially with a little one helping you. Yeah, so we played around with different colors. We tried to color on them with crayons first to make little pictures on them that the food coloring doesn't stick to. It doesn't stick to the wax of the crayon, so we played around a bit with that, but we just ended up going with fun colors of food coloring. So it was really fun to teach Kai about the colors using the food coloring and what happens when we mix them. It became a bit of a science experiment, and he was super into it, as you can see. And yeah, it was lots of fun. We ended up making all different kinds of colors, solid ones, and did half dipped in blue and half dipped in purple. And I think I am trying to draw a flower here. It didn't really work out very well. But you can see how it's not sticking to where I colored with the crayon. For me, the biggest challenge and reward here in working with my little guy is learning my own patience, to let him help me and to explore and to be creative and to have his own ideas. I'm a bit of a creative person, so I always have my own vision of how I want something to turn out. So it's a really awesome practice for me to let that go and just let him have his own time exploring and being creative, and just learning patience when he spills or puts too much food coloring in. And so here is our sweet little Easter egg tree. We tied some colored ribbons onto some of the bare branches, and Kai had a ton of fun decorating it. And I had fun too. So I hope you enjoyed our little how-to tutorial and that you make your own Easter egg tree this Easter. If you liked what we shared, if you want to see more, please like and subscribe to Wild Roots. We'll be sharing all about our adventures, about living tiny, sustainably, and close to the earth. Stay wild.